Let's move on to layer one. Layer one is the beginning of a healing plan. I think of it myself as the ABCs of healing enhancement: attitudes, behaviors, and compassionate love. The attitudes that I write about are self-acceptance, perseverance, and gratitude. I had somebody come to me recently. She said, "I hate my life." And it turns out she spends most of the day saying, "I hate my life." I said, there's another way to go about this. How about you say, "I own my life. My life is difficult. I have gratitude for these things in my life." And make a list of things that you have gratitude for. And do that every day for 3 minutes. I'll show you an example of self-acceptance. There it is, self-congratulations. Thank you, New Yorker magazine. Since the advent of electronic prescribing, this is the only written prescription I give to people. It's MEDS, M-E-D-S, mindfulness, exercise, diet, and stress management. I go through each one. It's a little bit different for everybody. Mindfulness is the ultimate healing enhancer for anxiety. I tell people to stop fighting and fearing their feelings. If you can just stay still and embrace them, the natural course of healing will prevail. This requires faith in healing. There's no greater truth than how you're feeling in the moment. Some people are so anxious and so worried about what's going to happen and what already happened. I tell them, just do this mantra. Think, what am I feeling right now? Exercise. Best drug you can get is exercise. It's amazing how many people start exercising. They don't need to take antidepressants and anti-anxiety drugs anymore. And it's free. I mean, I know you can buy a health club membership, but you don't have to. Diet. Eating is a self-administered medical procedure in which you introduce chemicals into your body and into your brain. So, since food is medicine that tastes good, it must still be carefully chosen and properly dosed. I tell everyone to avoid sugar and adopt a low glycemic diet. That way there's less up and down with the blood sugar level. Plus they'll live longer. Some, especially those prone to inflammation, I advise to avoid gluten and see how they feel. Now this is all about genotype. I mean, you hear about the inflammation is the hula hoop in medicine right now. Everything is caused by inflammation, including depression and anxiety. Well, that is true for some people. I've seen people go to a gluten-free diet and, oh my God, what a transformation. They feel great, they stop their medication, and it's fine. I see a lot of other people try the same thing, it doesn't work. We do not yet quite have the technology, at least that I'm aware of, to be able to test for that level of gluten sensitivity. So it's trial and error. Sure, try a low gluten diet. Stress. The right amount of stress is a moving target between emptiness and overwhelm. Self-imposed stress is not as bad as stress that's been imposed by outside forces. This is a graph of the stress threshold. The important thing here is the stress threshold. Everybody has a stress threshold. If you go above your stress threshold, whatever your Achilles heel is, physiologically, it'll be activated. Whether that's panic attacks, despair, migraine, GERD, hemorrhoids, back pain, whatever it is, you spend too much time above your stress threshold, that's going to be activated. If you stay there for too long, it might be activated so much that it doesn't go away even if you get back below your stress threshold. I recommend to everybody be aware of where is that for you. I know it varies from time to time, but it's good to know when you're above it. This is the C in the ABCs of Healing Enhancement. It's from a book by that title. He took a whole bunch of studies, showed that indeed compassionate love is the most healing love. I mean, erotic love is a lot of fun, and filial love, you know, brotherly, sisterly, whatever, that's great, patriotic if you're patriotic. All these things are wonderful, but it's compassionate love that promotes the most healing through some of these mechanisms. Increasing immune response, decreases interleukin-6, that's inflammatory cytokine, back to the inflammation hula hoop, popular theory I should call it. Decreases salivary cortisol levels. High cortisol levels, that's the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal gland system that has to do with stress. That's what activates a lot of bad genes, is too much cortisol. Increases oxytocin, which leads people to feel good. Oh yeah, and if you pet a dog, you'll get more serotonin. Here's an example. This is one dog saying to the other dog, "She was a rescue." Thank you, New Yorker magazine.